Good evening, guys. It's 4:37 p.m. Today is Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. Today was FOMC minutes schedule. So overall, you can see it, all the indexes are balancing in a fixed range, right? So they can do up and down within the range, right? So if you are day trading, there is really no direction that you are trading. You are just trading intraday movement, so real trade will come when price goes out of the range. So because price is within the big balance, it is not a good idea to predict something ahead of the move, without watching the price. And today was FOMC minutes too, right? So we have to wait. So we will keep it simple. We will defend aggressive preferred buyers area, aggressive preferred sellers area until proven wrong, right? And so we expect basically price is not gonna go out of the range till FOMC. If proven wrong, then break below or above those areas, we will take the trade in that direction. That is a one way to trade it, right? Second way is to wait for a price to go above yesterday's or below yesterday's high or low, then trade that direction, and that will come up, that will basically a late entries depending on the remaining time left in the day, and that is another way to trade, right? So that means you are waiting basically price to go above yesterday's high and low, and today price did not go above yesterday's high and low, so that means it was stuck within yesterday's range. That means no trade if you follow this route. Okay, now if yesterday's down move was legit, then sellers will have to show some follow through today. There was no follow through today. It was just ping pong move, right? There was no real follow through, right? 997, 11,015 are dream numbers, right? So price stayed within yesterday's range basically, so like it's an inside day, people call it as an inside day. So now price is prime, right? In Discord even I said price is ready to move, right? So it is ready to move today or tomorrow. Tomorrow is FOMC, sorry, day after tomorrow is not FOMC but non-farm payroll, and tomorrow is one day left, Thursday, right? So price is going to move out of the range, so about this area, higher up to this point, and then it will decide either go up or rejection, come back here, ping pong, go down, back up, all these things. That is to the upside. Downside, if it breaks below this 1314, right, then it will go down, or even it breaks below today's 36, then it will go down. And Q is, this is the range you are dealing with pretty much, actually from here to here, both blue lines, these blue lines and these blue lines, right? It has to go above or below, right? So that's overall. You have to wait. If you don't want to trade in this chop, then wait. Now for today, since it was choppy market, right, it was even difficult to trade. I even tried couple of shorts and longs, but my stops were like 1 point, so I didn't lose much. I got two winning trade out of FOMC here, like minor trades, few points, but it was good enough to offset the earlier 1 point losses. I think I had 4 losses, and each trade was profitable, but I choose to hold it, to see where the price goes. I was just trying, fishing with 1 point stop, and with 1 point stop it went into my favor, 6-7 points, but then I didn't take a profit. I was looking for more, and then it went against me and then stopped me out by 1 point. So there are 4 of them. But so here, right, price action was tricky today because so we waited in the morning and we didn't do anything. Why? Because NQ was trying to go down, ES was holding it, they were out of sync, so we were waiting for a sync. The sync actually happened right here in this area, right here. So when price went down this way, right, slice through this 50, right, like this, and then pop back up, this was the short opportunity back to here at least, but damn thing, so I had I shorted it here. Yes, I shorted here with 5 point stop, and Q was like 1 or 2 point stops here, So ES was the short, since it was both out of sync. I didn't want to do anything with NQ at that time. Actually, I might have done it something here, But yes, so I think NQI did it actually. I mean, I don't even remember now. Day was so choppy back and forth, so I don't even. I think I did somewhere here. But anyway, NQI had to wait till 920, 940. It goes below it, right? So when it came down here like this, right, and then pop back up, actually I shorted it somewhere around here, 920 or so. With stop at 927 or something, and then it did go into my favor, and then I choose to hold it, and eventually, like this happened, right? And then actually I even forgot what did I do during FOMC. I did it actually, so right here, I took a short, right, and 927, 923 I shorted it, 927 was my stop, and to the tick it stopped me out, so I re-entered it and I collected at this much point, 895. That is all I did, and then I stopped trading after 1020. Yes, I waited, so with this much 5-point stop initially, it went into my favor, right? I was waiting that if it comes down here or here, right, and then it was chopping around, right? So I did a break-even stop here, like 1 point above my entry. 50-50 was my entry, so 50-50, 150 was my stop. After looking at this chop, I decided to move the stop down, and I got stopped up, right? And then that's where I said, you know what, I'm not going to trade this thing anymore, because here sellers had a real opportunity, to take this, hold this damn area, because now you can look at it, there was so much price action above this area, then it sliced through it. NQ 940 was the key area. It sliced through it. First time it popped up, right? Second time it sliced through it. It should have gone down back to maybe into here, this area, right? But instead it basically chose this area to bounce because of ES, and after bouncing it was fine, because it was a short opportunity here upcoming, right? So it was a good short opportunity. It didn't work out the way we want it, it went into favor, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it, and then this thing happens. This sealed the deal here for buyers. This bar, right, it was a buyer's bar. It's clearly, so because by that time whoever shorted it here and did not bail out, they all got trapped right there, and then it will fuel up the price back to this high pretty much, it's a given, or up to this area, it's a given, so but anyway I was out. But here you can go long right here after you got stopped out here like this, right, and it goes higher like this, right? So you can go long at here, this pullback here, or during this chop here, or you can wait, sometimes these VWAPs are deadly, right? So you wait for a price to clear out the VWAP, so it can go here or here, right? So when you see this balancing, right, people are accumulating orders here, right? So you can see multiple attempts of 942. See here, 1 2 3 4 5, it's holding it and then break out like this. So this is the sign it wants to go at least up to here, right? So here you can go long around 1125. ES was right around here at this 66, which was pre-market Globex high right here, right? And then here price chopped around. 66 was the most traded price today. So the moment it price went higher like this, pullback, you go long with NQ, you target this, and by the time wherever ES is, you basically bail out both together, right? Or you can hold it up to here. Now when price got here, I typed in Discord that, hey, you know what, looks like buyers are in control, but people are here to play the games, especially algos. So if today they are waiting for FOMC, price will go down below 52 in the next few minutes. I typed it right here, and then you can see it, price went down, again retested this area, right, and then again new shorts came in, and then price flushed down all the way to 970. That 975 was a morning key area, and so it came down here exhausted. People bought it back, took it back up to into this area before FOMC right here, right, and then FOMC started from here, so right here. So during FOMC, right before FOMC, so what I said in Discord is, I said something in Discord that what did I say? Hold on, let me see if I can find out. Okay, so okay, let me see. Somewhere I said what? Yeah, see here 1:56 p.m. NQ straight drop into 940, 920, or straight up into 71, 120, right at news possibility, right? So this is your straight drop 920, 940, right at 2 o'clock. See that? So it opened here, right? Went little bit higher into this area also, right? 52, 171, right? Then straight drop. Now so this was a long here, but reactionary long, because in this time, price can do back and forth, right? So quick long, few points back to this 75, since it was so important, right? Look at it here, entire overnight, pretty much half of the overnight it held it here. It was a failed breakdown here in the morning, right? Then price sliced through it, then came back up here, again chop here, then again initiated a move from here, then again it came down here, again it held it, right? All this thing, so this area is important, so price keeps coming back here. So based on that idea, at FOMC, if you see a straight drop like this into this area, at least it will go back to this area. So 940 to 970, 30 points, you can grab it right during the news, and actually price went a little bit more higher, right? But it's a news like first few minutes, so I really don't like to trade in the first few minutes. But I saw this straight drop coming in, straight there, so I took it, right? So, and then price went higher, right? So if buyers were legit here, it should have gone up, but instead again came down, again came up, right? So now we are waiting. Now you can't do anything unless it goes below 920 and 940 both, right? So here it went down, again it exhausted, right? But again, see, during the news, this is not now exhaustion, this is not an exhaustion, this is like a real move going on, like this, see that? So here when ES came to 50, see, that was the issue here, so NQ sliced through 20, NQ was set to go down, but because of ES, see, it did not move down. This was a risk shorting it here, which I took the short, but my stop was very tight here, so it did go into my favor, but then again came back up, stop me out. I had a 1 or 2 point stop anyway. And then 940, that was again another level, right? It was a breakdown, entire FOMC morning range, or FOMC range earlier. So short here, and then 920, now you have to take a profit here, no choice, I decided to hold it, and eventually I got break even out. But I clearly tell in Discord, I put that message in Discord that, hey, you know what, 920 is the exit. I could have done it, but who cares, I am holding it, anyway. So but 940 to 920, again 20 point, right? 30 and 20, 50 points, and then if you lose here, it's net good amount of point here, right? See, ES also around what time, 15:45, see here ES bounce, right, all the way up. So there was no trading in ES here. You can't rely on 50 going long again here at aggressive buyers. You can defend this areas only one time as per pre-market notes, right? You can continue to defend until proven wrong. So you can defend this first time, right, or even this first time, but then it's a volatile market, so stop has to be adjusted accordingly. Or you can, if you put a tight stop, you will get stopped out, you have to go back in, but here again and again you can't defend this area, but somehow somebody held this area, so level is good. So look at, you can see it actually, first time here also it held it, second time here it went through it, short opportunity here, and then again there is a long opportunity, then again there is one long, right? But you can't just continue to use the same level again and again. So, and this is all garbage after that, that be all for today, So, and beginning of this video I already told you, right, that what I'm looking for tomorrow and day after. So just reverse back the video and see the first read and listen to the first few minutes. And that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.